Before we do get into the video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to AOA.com for sponsoring today's Rocket League video. This site provides flexibility and safety to every single order. If you want to buy and sell loads of different Rocket League items, they do some insane deals on there, and use code ZENIC at checkout to get yourself 3% off every single order. Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning yourself this Dueling Dragons Gold Explosion? And if the answer is yes, make sure you are following these 3 simple steps. First of all, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on to not miss out on a future upload. Second of all, make sure you have dropped a like on today's video. And third of all, comment your details down below. But as well as that, tell me which platform you are on. And I wish every single one of you the best of luck. The winner will be announced at 90,000 subscribers. So as you guys can see on screen right now, from buying this very high in demand item, I am making myself a hell of a lot of profit, and I'm going to be teaching every single one of you how you can do it for yourself. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you're having a fantastic day as always, and today I'm going to be showing you episode 2 of the brand new series, going from one single key all the way up to the titanium white Neuro-Agitator. So previously on the series, you guys would have noticed that we actually bought and sold titanium white cards and made ourselves a load of profit from using a secret little method that pretty much no one knows on the market. So honestly, if this is your first time ever seeing this series, make sure you are checking out episode 1 to get yourself caught up with the series. And from now until at least the end of October, I'm going to be daily uploading on the channel. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you are clicking that subscribe button and turning on those post notifications to not miss out on a future Rocket League upload. And just like episode 1, if you do want to see the very next episode in just a couple days time, make sure you are crushing 1,000 likes in the very first 24 hours of this video going live, and I will definitely make it happen. And yeah, let's get straight into the trades. I hope you guys do enjoy. Okay, so where we left off from episode 1 was us literally having 5 imports in our inventory, as well as a saffron octane, which actually sells for about 8 keys right now. So realistically, from the first episode, we have not done a bad job getting ourselves about 9, maybe 10 key inventory value from literally 12 trades. So that's actually very, very good in my opinion. But here we go with the very first trade coming up. I might as well sell the saffron octane, get myself some keys, because realistically, keys demand right now is very, very high. Obviously, with the new crate being out, with the new system coming out soon, there's going to be keys removed. So everyone's trying to get themselves loads of keys right now. So yeah, pretty much just a simple trade right here, getting myself a non-crate very rare and 8 keys for the saffron octane. Don't get me wrong, with a saffron octane, realistically, I could have got myself 9 keys in the long run. However, look at our inventory right now. We've literally only got a few imports, and we've obviously got the keys now, but we had nothing else to actually sell for big value. So I had to get rid of the octane, obviously getting pretty much 9 keys anyway for the non-crate very rare. And now you're about to see a basic trade that if you do want a hex, you want to use a hex on your car, go ahead and be my guest. Pay yourself 3 keys, because in the long run, if you do want to sell it, you will get yourself 4 eventually. That's what I do every single time. Always pay 3 keys, and then eventually when I find a guy that really wants to buy a hex, they will up it to 4. The only reason I say that is because on the spreadsheet they're going for 4 to 5 keys right now, the hex. But obviously the spreadsheet is a little bit off for the BMD prices. I've said this previously on the channel with the last series and at the start of this series as well. But yeah, RL Insider, obviously a great website to find yourself a rough area, but for the black markets it really does need to be updated, to say the least. But here we go right here, buying a tomb, which on the spreadsheet is 2 to 3 keys. Realistically, you're not going to get yourself any more than 2 keys. You'll be lucky to get 2. However, if you're paying 1 key for any black market, that is completely fine. Make sure to add that to your post saying you've got 1 key and you want any black market, because I guarantee you'll make profit 100% of the time. So honestly speaking, about 45 minutes to an hour after doing that last trade with the toon, I couldn't find a soul that wanted to buy my hex. And I feel like that's just because it's an old decal. No one really cares about it. It got a huge nerf back in the day where it just didn't glow, and they haven't actually patched it since. So the hex is always going to remain quite low. So realistically, I thought, you know what, we might as well take a gamble on this series and go for something that is dropping pretty quick, but the price that we do pay is actually incredible. For the shattered, which at the time I think was 10 to 12 on the spreadsheet, so we're paying around a 7 key mark, because obviously we paid 3 key for the hex and then a couple imports as well. So 7 to 8 keys for the shattered. And honestly, I could just sit here and say, oh yeah, buy yourself the shattered, you can make profit like me, but I am guaranteeing that 90% of you guys that buy shattered will lose profit. I got so incredibly lucky when I found a guy that actually wanted the shattered, and he was willing to do a 20xx, which is just mind-blowing, because I feel like the 20xx is around the same like spreadsheet value. However, it sells so much easier than Shattered. Shattered actually dropped on the spreadsheet as well. It's now 9 to 11, but it's just going to keep on going down, because if you think about it logically, it is also in the new crate, so there's going to be even more Shattereds on the market. But yeah, honestly, stay away. So glad I could actually sell it and get myself the 20XX. Now, obviously, we haven't got any more imports that we can add, but that is why I'm telling you, if you guys are paying 1 key for 5 imports that are randomized, make sure you're doing that. I said that in the previous episode, but if you guys didn't see the first episode, there's a lot of tips and tricks, so I'd highly advise you go check it out. But basically, if you're paying 1 key getting 5 imports, you can just use those as ads, and it's really beneficial, honestly. But here, I couldn't actually sell the 20XX for a while. I know that Black Zombies regular around 9 keys. Obviously, a Singularity is around 2, so that's 11 keys. Honestly, don't even mind doing that trade. And also, we get a Tactician cert as well, which is the second best cert in the game. So I really don't mind taking this trade at all. And with that being said, I don't actually have that much experience with Tactician items like I did have with a few black markets. I haven't actually invested that much in like different RLCS items. I did buy a couple of Tactician Apexes, which backfired hugely. So I haven't really been a big fan of Tactician. I know there's a lot of people on Reddit and loads of Facebook groups that really love that sir, but most of the time I just focus on striker stuff. So all I did was list up, I have some Tactician Black Zombies, 1 offers, and at this point I would take around 11 keys. And this guy came across me. He was like, okay, I've actually got a lot of stuff, please can you take it? So he put up 10 keys and a load of ads that are actually going to be really useful in future trades at least. So I honestly could not complain, getting myself 10 keys and a load of ads for the future at least. And here we are, I'm waiting for the comments once again. I actually saw a few people saying, okay, you contradicted yourself from last episode, but I'm about to do it again. Yeah, I do apologize. It's probably going to get a little bit confusing, but once again, I couldn't resist buying myself another Shattered. But look at the price that we do pay, and then respond to me saying, okay, fair play, you're doing that trade, because we actually find ourselves a regular Shattered for 6 keys. And at this point as well, I'm pretty sure it's still around the 10 key mark, or lowest 10 anyway, so I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. But at this point, cannot complain paying myself this little for another Shattered. From this series so far, it's actually been really useful buying and selling gold explosions. Normally I just focus on black markets because that's where the main demand is, with like mainframes and slipstreams, and most of the time Tora as well. When people want to get their first black market, you can make yourself a load of profit. However, it's been mostly focused on gold explosions, and I'm about to buy another one as well, which is going to be a fireworks gold explosion. I think it's 4 to 5 or 3 to 4 on the spreadsheet. So honestly, I just offered this guy 2 keys, not even knowing what I was doing, and he said, okay, invite me. And I cannot complain, because in the past I got myself 3 key every single time for the fireworks, so might as well take that gamble again, probably get myself 3 in the future. So here we are with the main trade of the video, and I can't even express how good of a trade this was, but I did not realize a single bit that this was actually going to be as successful as it does turn out. So I found this guy, he really wanted to buy my Shattered, and he said he's got a Stormwatch and a load of other ads, and I didn't actually see anything that appealed, but I do know on my main account I've got like a fantastic scorer cert, what is it, a black standard, and I just didn't really realize if they had any value. I looked on the spreadsheet, said there were 5 keys, so I was like, you know what, might as well take the gamble, you know, buy myself that, because realistically, even if I get the low value, I'm getting myself 5 keys for the standard, and that's going to be 10 keys in total, so I cannot complain about that trade. So the very first thing that I did, I went on to Rocket League Garage, and Rocket League Garage is a great website where you can find yourself literally any item in the game, and I just looked at people that had it and how much they were wanting. They're wanting around 10 keys for it, but the people that are offering was around a 7 key mark. And think of this as well, I've also got a sweeper certification, which is very good, and realistically I just want to sell it, get myself keys, and then move on. And then I found a guy that had 8 keys and he wanted to do it. Obviously I had to add a little bit, but if you think about this logically, right, I got a Stormwatch, that's going to be at least 5 keys plus the 8 keys here. That is 13 keys for the Shattered that we literally paid 6 keys for before. So that's 7 keys profit. Really cannot complain. That's some incredible trading. So obviously after doing that trade, we are absolutely golden. We've got a good few keys now. We've got a load of ads, and we've also got ourselves 4 black markets that we can make a load of profit from. So honestly, so happy about doing that trade, and we are about to take it back to the old roots from the first episode and buy ourselves a titanium white car once again. This time a white endo, and yeah, literally, you can get yourself about 5 to 6 keys if you wait patiently, because that's the spreadsheet price. However, most of the time, I normally settle for around 4 keys. So right now, you're about to see us clear out all of the crates, because crates are going to be worthless very soon. And yeah, do not mind paying 2 keys in all of these crates as well, picking up another titanium white endo. So that is going to be the final trade of today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and honestly, if you have, make sure you are clicking that subscribe button and turning on that post notification bell, as we are going for 100k subs by the end of the year, so every brand new sub is so appreciated. If this video has generally helped you out, make sure you are crushing that like button as well. Let's go for 1,000 likes and I'll be absolutely nuts, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.